Tell Dot to lock up as soon as she finishes with her customer.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Good night.
Miss Petty say you lock up, Miss Bronson.
Okay, I'm all through anyway.
Sorry to keep you so late, honey.
Oh, that's all right.
Ooh, not bad.
Thank you. Mind if I help you on with this? I've always been crazy to touch a beautiful fur coat.
Is that so? Why don't you try it on?
Thanks.
It's certainly a great help to a fur coat, sister. With what you've got, you could go places.
That's what I want to do. Go places. But I don't want to hitchhike.
You wouldn't have to.
What do I owe you? $1.25.
Oh, that's just about right for you. That's for the hairdo. That's for you.
$5? Thanks.
Forget it.
That's a gorgeous perfume.
It's called tantalizing.
Hot dog, I'll pay it to you.
I bet it's expensive.
$50 an ounce. Goodbye. Remember what I told you about going places.
I'll remember. Good night.
Oh, thank you very much, ma'am. Good night.
Some lady, she gave me $1.
Well,
I wonder how a body goes about getting one of them fur coats.
I don't know yet, but I'm going to find out.
Maybe if a gal gets herself the right man.
Maybe.
We better get out of here before there's no customers.
Anybody home?
Yes, sir, Mr. Joe.
Hello, honey.
Hello, Joe.
Well, I guess you folks can lock up. Good night.
Good night.
You going out?
Sure. We'll drive down to Mike's place for a hamburger. Grab ourselves a couple of dances and take in a movie, maybe.
You talk like ready money. Aunt Annie die and leave you $1 million?
As I passed by the barber shop, Jack Marvin hailed me and paid me that $40 he's been owing for 2 months.
Well, say, how's about us skipping the hamburgers for a change and going out to that new roadhouse?
At $2.50 a head? Oh, we can't afford it, Dot.
Oh, just this once.
Why are you always wanting to throw money away? Gosh, if I listened to you, we'd never save enough to get married.
All right, forget it.
Don't get sore. Someday we'll be able to...
There'll be no someday for us. I'm sick of riding in a dirty jalopy that smells of old tires and greasy overalls, and I'm sick of eating hamburgers and dancing in two-bit roadside joints.
Oh, now listen.
Someone just came in. You'd better go.
All right, honey. You want it that way.
Hello there. I want that door the fella give you down in front of the barber shop.
What's the idea?
It's what the newspapers call a stick-up. Make it snappy.
Take a crack at him, Joe.
No, that wouldn't be very smart. The dough.
Well, I need that money. I have to meet a bill in the morning.
Don't stand there pleading with him.
Please, Dot, keep out of this.
Don't worry, she will. You notice she's asking you to take all the chances, don't you?
Is that so?
Yeah. And you stay right where you are. It's all your fault. I didn't want to hit the guy.
I wish I had that gun.
Oh, tough, huh? Tough.
You don't know what tough is, you cheap little thief. So you think it's big to march in here with a gun and say, make it snappy. I bet you couldn't hit the side of a barn with it.
Is that so?
Is that so? All that being tough.
All right, what do you want me to do? Boring you with it?
You haven't got the nerve. These small-time crooks haven't any imagination.
Oh, we'll see about that. Come on.
Come on, where?
You're gonna drive me out of town in a boyfriend's car.
We haven't even been introduced.
Freddie's the name. Get going.
How you gonna plead, guilty or not guilty?
I won't be around that long. Stop the car. Let me out.
Why stop?
What's the idea? Give me a break like this.
How do you know why you do things?
Hey, we could get along, you and me.
Not if you're going sticking up garage mechanics for $40.
Oh, I needed the cash.
If you're going to risk your life, why not aim high?
Distance.
Well, the kind of a job that will bring you in real money.
You talk big, don't you?
I think big. And that's the way I want to live. Big.
Maybe you got the right idea. Yeah, you know, I used to think that way too, but I...
You need someone to do your thinking for you.
Gee, that swell perfume.
It's called tantalizing.
Well, it sure is tantalizing.
Costs $50 an ounce.
You rate gallons of it, kid.
And you're to get it for me.
If you say so, I'll get you the world. Yeah, no. I'll put a fence around it for you.
You're crazy, Alec. If the chief wasn't on his vacation, we'd get action instead of taking pictures of fingerprints.
I'm going to send these to a place where they've got over 10 million fingerprints on file.
What?
Yeah.
Slip gives me the exact fingerprint classification of the criminal they're looking for. I'll just set the machine to that particular combination. Right there. Now, if we have his fingerprints, his card will fall into that pocket right down there when it matches up with the way the machine is set.
Freddie Martin, alias Frank Marson, alias Martin Frederick, look. Sentenced 2 years. Parole after 6 months. Filling station stick-up. Released. No identification. Just a small-time crook. No federal offense.
Not yet.
Yes, sir.
Take a telegram. Air mailing you photos and complete record today. Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Well, things have certainly changed since we started in this business. Why, here's a crook we've never seen and ain't likely to see. But in 24 hours, we'll know all about him.
According to that telegram, I guess our crime wave is about over.
I guess so. Why, he's probably moved on to some other town.
Well, I had enough practice for today.
There's got to be a best in everything. And that's what I'm going to make you, the best.
Yeah, before I met you, I was doing all right. At least I was free. I could do one of it.
You're still free. You can go. Nobody's stopping you.
I know. But I can't. It's just like I'm chained to you. I want you to tell me something. And I want you to tell me straight and on the level.
I love you. That's what you want me to tell you, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want you to tell me. But I'm trying to make myself believe that you mean it.
Believe it, then. Believe it. Because if you don't, you haven't got anything. Now, let's try again. You keep saying to yourself, I'm a big guy behind this gun. Nothing can stop me.
Okay. Nothing can stop me.
That's right. open gate looks sloppy. Toby! Come here, old boy. Oh, don't you remember me? Hi, Toby. Hi, Toby. Hi, Toby. Oh, don't spoil my dress. Now run along, you get hurt. Go on. Go on.
Funny-looking pooch. What is he, a bird dog?
Nah, just a mutt. Hello, Mom. It's me, Mom, Dot. Dot. Mom, darling. I've been wanting to see you so bad.
2 years, and you never wrote a line.
I intended to, honest I did. Freddie, this is my husband.
Your husband?
Hiya, Mom.
His name's Freddie Martin.
Look prosperous. Dot always used to say she wasn't going to stay poor like us.
I'm doing all right so far. Say, lend me a knife.
What do you want, sir?
You'll see.
Who done that?
Hello, Pa.
Oh, it's you, is it? You stay where you are, young lady. I'll learn you some manners.
Dot didn't mean no harm, Paul.
You nearly broke my back. I'll smack her ears off.
Come right ahead. But before you start anything, I want you to meet my husband. He can smack, too.
Yeah, that's right, Pop. You better lay off the idea.
Husband, eh? Well, my little respect you have for the elders, that's all I can say.
You're a lazy old hound, that's what. Letting poor Mom drag herself to death and you stretched out in that hammock all day.
Dottie.
Don't argue with Paul. It aggravates his rheumatism.
Yeah, so does work.
Help me with this, will you, Ma?
Almost 5:30. How's about some dinner?
You and your husband's welcome, but we ain't got much to eat in the house.
I thought of that. There's some groceries in the back of the car.
Groceries?
You want to eat with us, carry them in the house.
You're forgetting my rheumatism, daughter.
I'll give you a hand, Pop.
All right.
Come on, Mom. Freddie'll do the cooking. He loves it.
Ain't natural men folks cooking. Be careful of the step. It's kind of wobbly.
Yeah, I remember. It was kind of wobbly when I left home.
Well, I aim to fix it someday when I get round to it.
Paul's right handy at fixing things.
Yeah, when he gets round to it.
Oh, come on, Pop. I'm coming running.
How's she going, Pop?
I never could get used to liking these things.
Go on, a good-looking guy like you ought to smoke cigarettes.
Speaking of good looks, how about Mom?
Holy smokes.
Oh,
Now look at yourself.
well, this ain't me, is it?
Mirrors don't lie.
Well, then maybe you better take it away. Don't look right somehow.
Darn if Ma don't look almost like a lady.
Don't she? Guess you have to take a bath now, Pop.
I'm aiming to do that when I get round to it.
Now, wait till you see what I brought you. How do you like that?
Oh, sure is pretty. Is it a watch?
No, honey, it's a compact. See? Powder, puff, and rouge.
Sure is pretty. I'll put it away to remember you by.
Mom, darling.
Well, folks, it won't be long now.
Well, I'm gonna starve.
How about a little water, Pop?
Plenty of the well, help yourself.
Turn on the radio in the car and we'll have some music with dinner.
Okay, baby.
Paul, keep your fingers out of things.
I was only sampling.
Sit down.
Oh, dear.
Aren't you ever going to fix that well so it won't squeak?
It needs axle grease, and we ain't got none.
Where'd you meet him?
Who? Oh, Freddie. I met him in Glenview where I was working.
What does he do for a living?
He's a traveling man.
Now, Mom, I hope you're satisfied.
Maybe I am. Maybe I ain't.
Listen to that, sweet and pretty. I aim to get myself a radio someday when I get round to it.
Well, before you get yourself a radio, you better earn enough money to pay that judge the fine he give you for stealing them potatoes.
Uh-huh. So you've been stealing again.
Doctor, and me? Don't you believe it? It's dirty politics, that's all it is. Quite a spell since I had steak meat.
Traveling. Them's drummers, ain't they? They sell things.
I'll bet you make a lot of money.
Oh, sometimes it ain't so bad.
Well, if a man had a few dollars, he might fix things up around this place. Maybe get himself a mule and work some ground.
Go off on a drunk, you mean?
Let me give your old man a couple of bucks, huh?
Okay, you want to throw your money away?
Hey, Pop.
Thanks, Freddie. Thanks a lot. You're going to make a good son-in-law.
Zeke.
Well, I aim to pay him back someday when I get round to it.
We don't expect you to help us just 'cause you married Dot. You're the man she picked. And all we want you to do is to make her a good husband.
It's okay, Mom.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this musical program to bring you another bulletin on the two bandits who have been pillaging through 3 states. The name of the man has been revealed through fingerprints found on one of the cars the couple stole and later abandoned. He is Freddie Martin. He has a record as a small-time thief. The woman traveling with him has been identified as Dorothy Bronson, a beauty operator who joined Martin in Glenby, Indiana. The trail, which was lost in Tennessee, has been picked up again, and the couple have been seen in Arkansas traveling in a high-powered roadster. The license number is Tennessee D87781. I'll repeat, Tennessee D87781. If you see this car, call the police or sheriff. Be careful, because these people are dangerous. We will now resume our musical
We
program.
gotta get out of here. Let's go.
Shut up.
Zeke, give that man back his money.
Take it easy, Ma. Dot's our daughter. You ain't turning your hand against her, are you?
Give that man back his money.
Goodbye, daughter. Don't worry about nothing. Ma'll be all right.
Extra paper, big bank robbery. Big bank robbery, read all about it. Extra. Extra paper, read all about it.
Take a look.
Big bank robbery, extra paper.
Who do you think pulled it?
Sounds like Mutt Flagler.
Who's he?
Who's he? Why, the Tops. And I mean the Tops, baby.
With a hole like that, I'm inclined to believe you.
Yeah. We better get out of here. We gotta find a place to stay, huh?
Hello? Field Division. Just a moment. He's busy.
Thanks for the vacation, Gordon. I'm all worn out. You don't know how I appreciate it.
Well, you deserve it. I hope you catch the limit.
You are looking at the limit man of his generation. Before I start, I want you to understand I am not one to brag.
Oh, I understand.
Griswolds have been fishermen for generations. Generally start when they're 4 or 5 years old. I remember as if it was yesterday. My dear old mother lifted me out of the cradle and handed me a
These
pen
are
and a
Mac
string.
Flagler's fingerprints, all right.
Mm-hmm. I had a hunch he's right here in town.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Get Dan Waldron. Look over all the places Matt might be hiding out.
Well, I can go fishing any time, I guess. This is going to be the most embarrassing moment of Daniel's life.
With this ring, I thee wed.
I now pronounce you man and wife. Congratulations, Mr. Waldron.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, me too.
Look who's here. The superstitious husband who never goes to weddings.
Hello, darling. I knew you'd break down.
Break down. Not me, not yet. Can I speak to you alone for a minute?
What is this?
I know you have your tickets bought, and I know your baggage is in the plane, and I'm sure little Ruthie's got her heart set on Honolulu.
Well, sure, we're practically there. This is our vacation.
It was your vacation. Certain Mr. Flagler is back in town again.
Oh. Oh, look, honey,
That's all right, dear. Our wedding was postponed 3 times, so...
So, why not the honeymoon?
Yeah, that's right. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, I guess it'll have to. Well, honey,
Be careful, Dan.
Oh, don't worry. You go with Helen, and we'll be along later, okay?
So long, Mama.
Take care of yourself, Pete, won't you?
Sure I will. I'm all I got to bring home to you. Come on, Dan, before Flagler gets out of town.
What'll it be, gents? Ginger ale.
Sarsaparilla.
Straight?
Yeah. Straight.
Okay.
Put that table over there in the booth.
Nicky Ellis, huh? I thought he was still doing time for buying hot money.
Time doesn't go on forever. There's $75,000 worth of hot money in this town right now. A little nutmeg and a couple of straws.
Want me to drink it for you, too?
Yeah, go ahead, will you?
What's your hurry, Nicky?
No hurry at all.
We're going this way. Where's Matt Flagler?
I wouldn't be knowing. The name ain't even familiar to me.
This town's way below your deadline, Nicky. You wouldn't be taking a chance coming around here for nothing. Let's step in here. Look 'em over.
No gun, gents. And no knife. Not even a bomb.
Madame Thompson, exclusive hats for lady. Okay, keep it changed.
We're expecting Nicky Ellis. Maybe that's him.
I know. Oh, so it's you. It cost you $50 for the night.
That'll be okay. Oh, hello, Kylie. What are you doing here?
I call your inquiries at the information desk.
I'm sorry, I was just asking.
What goes on?
Guests. I'll have to put you in back.
Come on back in here.
Matt Flagler.
The name ain't Flagler, get it?
Sure, I get it.
Don't act so tough. You were pretty busy this afternoon, weren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Freddie says you're the tops.
That's so? What do you think?
You've already got my vote.
Say, you're not so hard to take. A little jealous.
How's about taking me and Freddie on?
That gun-crazy screwball? I wouldn't have him with me.
Just a bunch of smart guys, eh? All right, be smart. But someday you'll hear from Freddie and me. We know where we're going.
Yeah? So do I. The Rock House. You're all right. Come on in, have a drink.
I'll answer it.
If her name is Sue, I ain't in.
Hello? Wait a minute, boys. How long ago? Right. That was Mike. He said the feds are out tonight looking over every joint in town. They just left Smoky's.
And they'll be here next. Get Matt.
Yeah?
Matt, can I see you a minute?
Excuse me. What is it?
The feds. We just got a tip.
That means you can't wait for Nicky. Get the car ready around back.
What about Martin?
What about him? If they don't grab the dame, tell her to stay here and wait for me.
Okay.
I almost forgot. We better go upstairs and get dressed or we'll be late for that appointment.
All right. Good night, Mrs. Martin. Good night.
Stick around, Freddie. Maybe I can fix you up.
That'll be swell, thanks.
Good night, gorgeous.
Good night. What's the idea?
We're getting out of here. Remember,
You don't know from nothing.
Good luck.
Well, let's shoulder it.
My friend, it's a pleasure. This is one time we don't need a warrant.
What is it, gentlemen?
Madam Thompson?
Yes.
You sell hats?
Ladies' hats. Good night.
Just a minute. We're from the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Can I show you gentlemen something snappy and an off-the-face model?
I don't know. Might come in handy at that. You troubled with moths, too?
Shall we look around?
Yeah. You stay here and toss a little rhetoric back and forth with the madame, will you? Oh, I beg your pardon. I hope I'm not intruding.
What do you want?
Just your names, that's all.
Mr. and Mrs. Astorbilt.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Of course, I should have known.
Are you trying to...
Shut up. We're just staying here, if that's what you want to know.
What about Mr. Flagler?
Never heard of him.
All right. Have it your own way. Just raise your hands, both of you.
Something?
I don't know yet. What do you think?
Small fish, I'd say.
Sometimes they like to swim around with whales.
What is this, a pinch?
Oh, no, of course not.
What are we being arrested for?
Plenty, my child. It'll be a long list. Get your wraps.
How about a cigarette?
How are things in dear old Glenby?
Pretty quiet since you two left town.
They might have taken us back in a train instead of making us ride 300 miles in this wreck.
Taxes are sky high this year. And the city ain't gonna spend any good money hauling people like you around in a Pullman.
I'm going to take a little nap.
Keep your hands on the wheel. Now turn off the road and stop. Get out with your hands up.
And you too.
Grab his gun, Dot.
Unlock these handcuffs.
Come on, you heard her. All right, Dot, get in the car.
Wait a minute. Get him over that fence.
Get over there.
Come on, get your arm over here. Get your arm through here. Now, maybe you guys will be more comfortable.
You sure get ideas, kid.
The idea now is to get out of here fast.
Right.
So long, boys. Hope the mosquitoes don't bite you.
Yes, sir.
I'm thirsty. Come on, you need something too.
Honey, what are you drinking?
Something cold. Say, have a look. Unknown bandits. Nobody ever got any place being an unknown. The Morning Times, eh?
What are you going to do?
Get some change in it. Operator, get me the Morning Times.
Now, don't pull anything crazy, will you, kid?
Unknown, eh? I'm going to give you a reputation. Just a minute. Give me 2 bits. Hello, Morning Times? Give me the editor. Never mind who this is. Just give me the editor or I'll call another paper.
Now, wait a minute, kid. What are you going to tell him?
You listen. Hello, is this the editor? I just wanted to give you a little tip. You've got a headline in your paper about unknown bandits. Yeah, the ones who've been pulling those truck stick-ups. I can give you the name of the guy who's pulling those jobs. It's Gunner Martin. That's what I said, Gunner Martin. Sure, I know what I'm talking about. I'm his wife. So you think I'm kidding, eh? All right, jot down this number. Elmstead 4576. That's right. Call back in about 2 minutes and ask the guy who answers what happened.
You know, you're absolutely crazy, don't you?
Am I? Get out there and do your stuff.
Well, how is she? All set?
The water and oil's okay. Shall I check your tires?
No, that won't be necessary.
Here's a little souvenir for you. Cartridge fired by Freddie Martin. Gunner Martin, you know.
Thanks.
You better answer your phone. And don't forget, the name is Gunner Martin.
Hello. Yes, this is Elmstead 4576. I was just held up. A man and a woman. Gunner Martin. Yeah, that's it, Gunner Martin.
You sure we're on their trail? What's my... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know exactly where they're going. We'll make it a pinch. Okay.
Now look, officer, I'm on my honeymoon.
Remember me? Big Chief Bad News? Hello there.
Where'd you say we were going?
Cheer up. When you see the place we got picked out for you the next time.
I can just imagine. We've already had Honolulu, Alaska, Havana, and now Niagara Falls.
I don't want to rush you folks, but you and I have got a date to have tea and crumpets with Mr. and Mrs. Gunner Martin.
The ones who've been pulling all these bank robberies?
Oh, they're not so tough. Don't worry, honey. I'll look after them. Follow me in, Daniel.
$150 for a bottle of perfume. That's a lot of dough, kid.
Is it? It's what I want. This is what I've been living for.
Yeah, it's what you've been living for, I know, but I ain't talking about right now. I'm talking about tomorrow, next year. What's happened to all the dough we cleaned up, huh? Look, 12 grand for a fur coat. We ain't even got $1,000 left, and we're too hot to go out on a job.
Stop worrying. We'll cool off. We'll be in the money again.
Yeah, we gotta put something away. We gotta start saving, I tell you, then we can quit.
Stop talking like that, Freddie. Stop it.
What is this between you and me, Dot? Is it something that's gonna last for maybe a little while until you get tired?
You're getting around to that again.
Maybe I'm trying to convince myself that you love me.
I love you, Freddie. Well, that's on the level.
Yeah, I guess you mean it. But you ain't telling the real truth. You love me as much as you can love anybody, but it ain't enough. What I ought to do is leave you. Cut loose. And don't tell me to go ahead and do it. I've heard all that before, and you know why I can't. I can't, that's all. Dottie, let's get out of here. Let's go down to your mother's farm, huh? Then maybe you can get a new slant on things.
No. Every time I go near that place, I boil inside. And I hate things, everything. Except Mom. Calm down. No one knows we're here except the right people.
Remember me?
I never forget anyone who leaves me home. Meg.
Yeah, I know. I pulled a fast one on you that night at Madame Thompson's, but then I had you figured wrong.
Come inside if you want to talk.
What are you doing here?
I came here to hand you a laugh. It's because of this gun-crazy dimwit and you that I can't do any business anymore. Say, how's about taking me and the boys in with you? Yeah, I know, it's funny.
It's a riot. What do we want with you anyway? You're all washed up.
Maybe. But I've got an idea this big. Something I've been working on for a long time. I can't handle it alone.
Yeah, what about that swell mob of yours?
Oh, they can't do any thinking. I need somebody that can think with me. That's why I looked you up. $100,000. Would that interest you?
It might. Might cut for half.
Half? Say, listen, me and the boys
Good
have...
night, Mr. Flagler. Awfully nice to have seen you again.
I'm offering you 75...
I'm handling the business here.
Yeah, that's right, boss.
Okay, we split 50-50. But it's only because me and the boys are in a tough spot.
What's the job?
We hear of a man named Bert Nast?
No. What's his racket?
Yes, Mr. Jensen. Kidnapping? Just a moment, sir. I'll connect you with the director.
Hello, Mr. Hoover.
Yes, sir.
I want to report a kidnapping.
Special delivery, sir. You better read it, Jensen.
Handle the letter carefully, will you please? There might be fingerprints.
Well, what about my brother? What do they say?
Bert's all right. The kidnappers demand that all police be withdrawn from the case for 48 hours. If we do this, they promise to open negotiations toward the safe return of Mr. Nast. If we don't, they say we'll never hear from them again.
I suppose you're willing to pay whatever ransom they demand?
We want Mr. Nast back.
Will you let us help the bank count the money?
I don't know what to do. Anything. But please stay out of it for 48 hours.
All right. As far as the Federal Bureau of Investigation is concerned, we're out.
And we'll quit too, Jensen. We understand how it is. Have all your men withdrawn by noon.
Yes, sir.
I guess it's the boys.
It's us.
Well? The money's as cold as ice. I passed it everywhere. Filling stations, restaurants, drugstores, and just for a laugh in a bank.
Well, then let's split it and get out of here.
Not until things cool down. A week, maybe two.
Then they kept their word, huh? They didn't turn the serial numbers over to the G-men.
The what?
The G-men.
What do you mean, G-men?
The government men. That's what I call them. The G-men.
That's a swell name for those guys.
That'll make you famous, kid.
Yeah, I know. But right now I ain't interested in fame. What I want to do is take that out and show her a good time. So let's send this guy Nast home like we promised, huh?
I've been thinking that over. Why should we take chances?
He doesn't know where he's been. And he don't know us.
Just the same, if he never showed up, if they never heard from him again...
Now, wait a minute. I won't go for that. I won't let you do it, you understand? Not you.
We've been using Dot's brains up to now.
She ain't gonna do this. And she knows why I won't let her do it. Because if you do, we're finished.
Okay, Freddie.
Thanks. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Sorry, but it's pretty hard to remember all the details.
Oh, you're doing fine, Mr. Nash. Just take it easy and don't try to force your memory. You know what I mean? Where were we?
We rode for many hours. Question, how many hours? Answer, I don't know exactly. It was night again when the car finally came to its last stop.
And when they stopped now, what happened? Did you get right out of the car?
No. Apparently, there was a gate.
Gate, huh?
On the road, yes. When one of the men got out to open it, I could hear the rattle of a chain.
A chain that held the gate.
Yes. One of the men said, half jokingly, what's the idea of keeping this joint under lock and key? When the gate was open, the car traveled ahead another 100 yards, I should say, then came to a final stop. One of the men said, we get out here, Mr. Nash. And someone took me by the arm and led me into the house.
How do you know it was a house? Might have been a barn.
No, it was a house because there was a stoop.
Stoop? Now, this is very important, Mr. Nast. Did you notice how many steps there were on the stoop?
One. I remember that distinctly because it was loose and wobbled back and forth. Someone steadied me and we went into the house.
Now, just a minute now, Mr. Nast, before we go in the house. Did you hear any sounds at all that you might be able to identify?
Let me see. Yes, there was a dog. And when we got near the house, a man's voice that I'd never heard before spoke to the dog and told him to stop barking.
Did you hear him call that dog by name?
Yes, but for the moment, the name seems to have escaped me.
All right, Mr. Nast, let's go in the house now.
I can't tell you very much about the inside of the house. I was blindfolded, except when they let me shave just once.
Well, couldn't you see any part of the room through the mirror?
Very little. It was a small mirror, just a jagged piece of looking glass tacked on the wall.
Just a jagged piece of glass, huh?
Yeah. And when I finished shaving, he blindfolded me again.
Well, how about food?
Oh, can't complain. You chicken every day.
Any liquor?
Well, they offered me some, but I didn't take it. I drank water mostly.
Water, huh?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything about the water?
No, I didn't.
Get a glass of water, will you, Dan? Did you ever hear any sound of women's voices?
No, sir.
Yeah, here. Now then, Mr. Nast, you take a little sip of that. Now, the water up there, did it taste anything like it does around here?
No, it didn't. That water had a sort of a lime taste. It also tasted metallic.
Metallic?
Yes.
You mean like it had been standing in a metal pail?
Yes.
And they didn't have any running water in the place?
Oh, no, By the way, I just remembered the dog's name is Toby.
Toby, huh?
See, what were we talking about?
Talking about the water. You said they didn't have any running water in the place.
Well, they didn't. Came from a well.
How could you tell that?
The well was in the backyard, and I could hear it because the pulley squeaked.
Did you ever hear automobiles? Any sound of any motor in your ears? Any traffic?
Occasionally an automobile, but it was their car. I got so I could recognize the sound of their motor. And then there was the plane.
Plane?
Yes.
What plane?
A plane flew over the house twice a day, around breakfast time.
Every day, just at breakfast time and just at dinner time, without fail?
All except one day. We were having dinner one night and the plane didn't pass.
You remember what day that was?
Yes, it was the 7th day.
Well, let's see, that would be last Saturday.
Yes. But what does the plane got to do with it?
We don't know yet, but we're hoping. I want to thank you ever so much for your patience.
I don't think I've been very much help. I suppose I should have tried to get some more clues.
You haven't done so bad.
Well, I hope you get them. It just burdens me up to think they've got $200,000 of my money.
The money's burning them up now. It's what the boys call hot.
What's that?
Well, we got the serial numbers from the bank before the ransom was paid, and then after you were released, we sent them around all over the country. Well, goodbye, Mr. Nast.
Goodbye and thanks.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
It's now 5:20, gentlemen. We should be over the same spot we passed this morning, about 8:30.
All right, we are.
How about your weather reports?
This flight was grounded last Saturday afternoon at Little Rock because of storms.
That's right. I was on that run.
So if you hadn't been grounded, you'd have been right over this spot about 5:20, huh?
Yes, sir.
Then everything checks.
That's right. We're about 1,000 feet up, and I can only see about 9 farms.
But probably only one of them has a dog named Toby.
Well, they got a dog, all right.
And you hope his name's Toby?
Yeah, for the 9th time. I hope his name's not Beulah or something. We follow the same routine. One shot if I need you.
Good luck.
Hey, you shut up.
Who is it?
A peddler. Maybe we'd been...
No, we'll stay out of sight. Keep an eye on him.
Morning.
We don't want no peddlers around here.
Oh, I got some mighty fine bargain.
We got no money to pay for nothing.
No reason to be uncivil, Paul.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Good morning. I'll swap anything. Eggs, chickens, pigs. I'll even take a pig. Look here, ma'am. Here's some of the latest material. All right, here you are. That's the latest pattern.
Oh, sure is pretty, mister.
Making an awful nice dress, ma'am.
Well, I wasn't thinking about a dress. I was thinking maybe I could have some curtains for my windows.
Ma, we don't want no curtains.
I've been wanting some curtains for a long time. I ain't never said so to you, but I've been wanting.
Oh, is that so?
Never can tell, eh, Pop? Just goes to show. Ma'am, you never rest. You see these up against your windows.
Come on, mister.
Well, I guess he sold Ma a bill of goods, all right.
Come in, mister. I got about $3. Is that all right?
$3?
Hmm?
I don't know. Well, I guess we can do business.
Then I'll get the money. I got it hid.
Yeah.
You'll be measuring the windows.
Oh, man. I wonder if I could have a drink of water.
Well, sure you can, mister. I'll get you some fresh.
Hello, Toby. Come here, Toby. Come on. Come on, Toby.
Here's your water, mister.
Hey,
Mm.
nice looking dog you got.
Well, it's all right. Been with us a long time.
Swell water.
Mm.
Tastes like it had lime in it.
Well, I reckon it has, mister. You'll find limestone country for 100 miles around here.
So,
Mm.
what do you call a dog?
Oh, don't matter. As long as you call it for meals. I guess we better get at the windows, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Freddie and Dot. Any news?
No. What's that truck doing out there?
Why, it belongs to a peddler fella.
Where is he?
He's in the house showing Ma some curtain stuff.
I thought I told you not to let anyone in the house.
I didn't let him in. Ma did. He's only a peddler.
How do you know? How do any of you know? Let's look him over.
well, can I get you something to measure by?
No, thanks. I got to take my...
Freddie, look. In that window.
It's the G-man who pinched us in Madam Thompson's place.
Stop it. You want to hit Mom? Half of us go around front, the rest in back.
I can gather it right in there.
Sure is pretty. I ain't seen such nice material in a long time.
All right, G-man. Lift your hands.
Oh, man, looks like you made $3.
You must have figured we were pretty dumb to think you could get away with this.
Yeah.
Keep him up.
Now, see here, Freddie Martin.
Get Mom out of here.
Well, I ain't going.
I think you better go, man.
Everybody get packed. Me and Dot will take care of Mr. Griswold.
Now, I've got a hunch something's wrong.
Oh, he'd have fired a shot if there was. If we win now, we're liable to upset his plans.
Give me a hand here. I hope you like fires, Mr. Griswold, because you're going to have a ringside seat at a nice hot one.
So it's all the bunk about you being such a fancy shot, is it, Freddie? Gunner Martin, eh? Why, you couldn't hit the side of a barn at 50 feet. That's the reason you won't take a chance on putting the slug on. You're afraid you might miss.
Shut up.
I don't know what you're packing the heater for, Freddie. Why don't you wear a watch fob if you like ornaments?
Shut up, copper. I'm gonna get mad.
Get mad? Why, the boys all know Dottie does your shooting for you.
They do, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I'll show you someone's been kidding you. Let me knock him off, will you?
You sap. Can't you see he's trying to get out of being fried?
Oh.
Give me a match.
The house is on fire.
I wouldn't worry. Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait a minute. I want to see that fire get a little closer. How is it, Mr. Griswold? Warm?
What do you think?
Come on, Doc, let's go. Hey, look out. God's full of G-men. Get on the door. Gentlemen, walk this way and keep your hands up like this. We're getting out of here.
Not without Mom.
Waiting for someone?
No, I'm flying a kite in the telephone booth. Oh, somebody's been kidding me.
What about?
With all the fun these traveling salesmen have. Oh, I'll never let this break. Come on, let's get out of here.
Poor Mom.
Hello, kid.
Well, what did the lawyer say?
He said it costs plenty of dough to fight that indictment and spring your mother on bail.
We got plenty of dough.
I know, but he won't touch it. It's too hot.
She wouldn't be there now if you hadn't turned yellow. You made me run out on her.
I couldn't do nothing else.
Poor Mom didn't do anything wrong. She never did anything wrong in her whole life.
Oh, now, wait a minute, kid. What's the use of going into that again? I tell you what, let's go away, huh?
And leave Mom on that rock pile? Not me. I'm going to get her out.
Can't be done.
Maybe it can. And maybe I know how to swing it.
You can't crack that jail if that's what you're thinking. This time it's the old man with the whiskers we're fooling with.
I've got an idea. I think he'll do business with me.
And if you turn my mother loose, I guarantee to hand over Gunner Martin. I mean business. I'll phone you tonight at 9 o'clock for your answer. I'll say Detroit. So you know it's me, signed Dot Brunson. P.S. My thumbprint.
Maybe the letter's a phony.
No, I had the thumbprint checked. It's hers, all right.
You got to hand it to her, thinking she can make a deal with the government. If she keeps her word, she'll be phoning in about an hour. Best break we've had so far. Substation C.
Going out?
Just for a walk.
Yeah, I guess I could use a walk myself.
We can't go together. It'll be twice as easy for them to pick us up.
$200,000 in a bag under this bed, and you gotta do things like that. We haven't even got the price of a square meal. If we only had $20 even.
Now, don't start getting ideas.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking.
You'll be a good boy till I come back, won't you?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going for a walk so I can think. I got a lot on my mind, Freddie.
Yeah, that. And I want to help you.
I know. Maybe you can. Maybe you will. I want you to know something. I love you, Freddie. Maybe I'm hard and cold like you say, but no matter what I am, I love you.
Everything's gonna be okay, kid. Just as soon as the heat cools off, we'll get out of here with this dough. And then you know what we'll do? We'll grab a freighter and we'll go someplace where they don't have any serial numbers. And then maybe someday we can have a home like other people, huh?
Yes, Freddie. We'll have a home. Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, kid. Big idea. When that signal changes, get going. And act natural.
Pete, Freddie Martin in the back of that car over there.
Got the signal again, kid?
Just hold tight.
Now just hand over your dough and nothing'll happen.
Sure. Give me my wallet there.
Where is it?
In here.
Come on, hurry up. Don't tell you when to stop.
Drop that gun, Martin. Get him up. I said keep him up. Take it easy, Freddie. Just relax. It's all over. Hello?
Hello? Detroit.
Detroit. Hold the phone a minute, Detroit. Somebody wants to talk to you. For you, Freddie. Hello.
I gave you the password once. Detroit.
Who's talking? Who is this?
Freddie!
Donnie!
Don't tell him where I am. Don't go yellow.
No, you know I wouldn't do that. No. Yeah, sure. I know you told me to stay inside.
Then why didn't you do it?
Well, it was for you, kid. You wanted that bottle of perfume.
Oh, you fool. I wanted a bottle of perfume.
Yeah, I know, but I thought...
You never did think, you small-time sneak thief. I did your thinking for you. I tried to pound something into that thick skull of yours. I tried to make you a big shot.
Yeah, what do I get? It'll be a lifetime in Alcatraz, yeah. Kid, I'm afraid it's finished.
No, Freddie. You're not in Alcatraz, not yet. Now listen. Keep your mouth shut. Why do you think they're letting us talk? Just so they can trace this call and try and grab me. Well, this is for you, Mr. G-Man. I'm calling from Mulford, 8370, but before you can do anything about it, I'll be gone. Now, Freddie, don't tell them anything more. Don't tell them where the money is or anything about me, not anything. Just sit tight and keep your mouth shut so I'll have a chance to get away.
Dottie, wait a minute. Don't leave me, kid. Dottie! Listen, Dottie!
She hung up on you, Freddie.
What's she calling here for? What's that Detroit mean? What's it all about, anyway?
Take it easy, Freddie. Tell us where to find her.
What do you mean, tell you where to find her? She's my wife. She's everything I got. Yeah, I'll take it on the chin for her any time. What kind of a rat do you think I am?
I don't know, Freddie. Read this, and then you tell us what kind of a rat you think she is.
Only a little while ago, she said, Freddie, I love you. You want to know where she is, huh? You want me to hand her over to you? Okay. I'll tell you where you can find her. I'll tell you where you can find 200 grand, too. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Mm-hmm. Pretty close, anyway.
Yeah, but not close enough. She travels fast.
She won't travel far. The heat's on and she knows it. She'll hole in somewhere and wait.
Tantalizing.
Freddie said she was out of perfume.
Yeah, I'll say she was. It stuff's water.
She must have liked perfume an awful lot. For Freddie to risk his life to get it for her, huh?
I think you've got something there.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ella Clausen. Sylvia Yevlin. How about it?
Everything is okay.
Where am I going?
What do you care? You get where you're going, the money will be bought. Tip cost you $20,000.
When do I leave?
You ready at your place in a half hour? I'll pick you up there and take you out to the boat.
I'll be ready. Room 26.
Good evening.
Want a bottle of tantalizing?
Tantalizing?
Smallest bottle, 750 size.
That's expensive stuff. Thank you.
Just a minute.
Hello, Doc.
That's her. She's the one bought the perfume.
Sure, we know. Thanks for the tip.
So you think you're gonna take me just because you got a gun in your hand? I guess you guys would hesitate to shoot a woman. It looks swell in the papers. G-men killed Doc Martin. You get a medal for being a Class A rat! You can't make me come and let me go! This is Freddie Martin's idea. Let me go! Let me go!
Take it easy. Just relax, Dottie. It's all over.
Yeah, all over. But it almost wasn't. Another 2 minutes and you'd have been holding the bag again.
That's what we want to do, Dottie. Hold the bag. This bag.
Well, it's too bad, no way, Dot. What you got?
Maybe you think you thought that up. Somebody else told me the same thing once.
You ready?
My purse, please. Thanks. Wait a minute, copper. Here's a little souvenir for you. Cartridge fired by Freddie Martin. Gunner Martin, you know.